from NTV Studios, and welcome back to another Minecraft City stream. We're back today to do some more building, but I'm actually in Steve's world at the moment, just as I started the live stream, and it's pretty cool as this world, so I just thought, like, rather than leaving then starting the live stream, I may as well just start it and just sort of give a little quick fly around before we go into my world. Start doing some interesting building. I've got kind of like this cool idea today for something I want to build in my world, but I'm not like completely sure like where I'm gonna put it, because it's kind of like we're building something which we kind of already have in the world like a couple of times, but what we're building is like something, it's like kind of an interesting version of it, and I've got this like I've got this cool idea for it, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. I went by it in real today, and like I was I've gone past it loads of times, but I was looking at it and I was thinking we could really fit this in with something to do with in our Minecraft world, and it's gonna consist of three things. It's gonna consist of an auto repair place, like where you get your cars repaired. It's going to consist of a filling station in the middle, so where you get petrol, and then it's going to consist of a car dealership at the opposite side, which is hopefully going to be the start of bringing back the SPSC cars. So in the real version of it, it's got like a workshop for like getting your cars MOT'd and stuff like that. It's got a filling station in the middle, which I'm pretty certain that it's Rick's, the fuel station in real, and then it's got a Peugeot car dealer. Then it's got a Peugeot car dealership in the other side of the, the other side of the actual thing itself. So I'd like to do it, but we've got a lot of gas stations in the map already, like, and the thing is like, where would we do it, because we've got a lot of gas stations what are actually pretty close to each other, if that makes sense. Like, they're kind of all pretty close to each other. For example, you've got the one at the other side of the river, and then just at the side we're building now, you've got one just there. Then there's a filling station with the Tesco. Then you've got a filling station at the service station. So it's going to be like thinking, where could we put this without it being sort of like too close to the other filling stations, because you want a bit of a distance between the two, or between the four, or however many's in the world by now. So we've got to really look on where we're going to put that when we go into my world, but there should be a pretty interesting way that we can feature this, in my opinion, if we think about things and do it right. So the PlayStation had a system software update today, and in my opinion, this is just like my personal opinion, I think the update is an actually pretty alright update. It kind of feels like they've just played around with features what we already have on the PlayStation and kind of moved them about and made them better. For example, you can hold the home button down now to start a broadcast. You can sort of like, as well as just playing and pausing your Spotify music, you can actually like load up your playlist without actually going on to the Spotify itself. So the thing I used to hate about that, and the thing which actually put me off playing Spotify music, was that every time I wanted to play it, I had to leave Minecraft to play the playlist, which meant I'd have to join and re-invite everybody. And then another thing, like some other cool feature that they've added, is you can add a cover photo on your profile, so you can set like a screenshot of your in-game profile to the you can set that to your cover picture. I wish you could do it for Facebook though, like if you could set like a Facebook profile, that'd be pretty interesting, but for now it's just screenshots what you take while playing games and stuff like that. You can also record video clips for up to 60 minutes. Not that I would really want to, because 60 minutes is a bit long. Like if you're streaming, then yeah, like streaming 60 minutes is quite interesting, but you know, like if someone's watching a stream live and commenting, 60 minutes isn't that long. But if someone's just sat there watching a video clip, 60 minutes is a bit long if you're sort of like doing things pretty good. But another cool thing is that you can already like edit videos up to 80 minutes on the Share Factory. So like if you record like, say like you record like a 15-minute video clip before, and then you record some other clips, you could basically put loads together and you could make it go up to something like 80 minutes. So if you record like 60 minutes of gameplay or like 50 minutes of gameplay, and then you like make some other separate clips and put them all together, you could go on to making a you know, like a whole entire like movie length kind of video, which would be quite good if ever we made any movies. Apart from that, I'm not entirely sure what else you can really do. There is some pretty cool features though. You can access your community just by holding the home button down. So if you get like a notification like someone's posted in your community, you want to see what it is, you can just hold down the home button and you can just literally like, you know, you can literally like go ahead and sort of like you know, you can sort of like go ahead and look at your communities. Broadcast, you can sort of like, you can click on comments if you want. You can obviously stop the broadcast. If you have a camera set up but you don't have it enabled on the stream, you can just click the camera if you really want. I don't need to do that. And then you can customize the settings, so you can like choose like different things you want on this menu. You can also create folders as well. So if you want to like, say like you have like store games and disc games, you can put all the store games in one folder, and then you can put all the disc games in another folder. So if you're going to play a game by disc, you can just go in that folder, insert your disc into the machine, play it. If you want to play a store game, you can just simply go into your store folder, which would be pretty interesting. Now there is something that I have kind of had an idea about. I might try my GTA now the update's been done, because originally when my GTA did break, it was the update what broke the GTA. Like, it wasn't the update, but it was the system itself what broke the GTA. Like, I had a system error, and then it like reinstalled an update for my Grand Theft Auto, and then it stopped like the game from being able to be played. It was nothing to do with the disc. So I'm thinking that maybe the update itself might have fixed the GTA. Like, it might allow it to reinstall. It might stop having some of the bugs and issues that it's been having. And in my opinion, it might work a lot different. And again, someone's changed my build again. Nah, that... I had a load of sand in here because the shop was shut down, and someone's cleared all the sand out. I tell you, you can't do anything. You can't do anything in this world. I tell you what, it was a while ago I did a stage in a theatre, and then I come back online the next day, and then I get told, oh, I changed your stage on the theatre. I tell you. I'm gonna start doing exactly the same to people. I'm gonna look at what people build, and then when they go offline, I'm gonna start changing them and see how annoyed they get. Because I tell you, it really pees me off. Really pees me off when you build something for someone in someone's world, and then someone else comes on and starts slagging how bad it looks and goes, here, I'll change it for you. And then they change it to what they think's better. Tell you, it does your head in. It really does. But yeah, this is a pretty good world anyway. But I wouldn't recommend building on here because someone will just change it. Nah, I'm only joking. You can build on here. I'm sure Steve won't mind if you obviously don't grief. If you don't grief, then you know you should be all alright. If you do grief, then you know you're in a bad way. Don't ever think you'd be able to join again, because you've got to be sort of like well trusted and well known to build in my world, Ant's world, or Steve's world, or Stampy's world, Arcades World because you know, it's just something you've got to do. 2 secs.
This needs to go.
Own it, Nottingham City Council.
She's come to have a drink.
Yeah, and Ash.
Oh,